Well, hello and welcome to November on the Wednesday Morning Mug. This is Iron Man Herb Bailey, and you're watching me on the Bailey Brew Sports Chat Media Network, wherever, all over the world. And I thank you for breaking the record last week. We broke a new record of views, 6,006 initial views on the Bailey Brew Sports Chat social media network. We covered the United States. We went to 15 countries, and I raised the Charlie Harper mug, the real star of the show. The Charlie Harper mug, saying thank you for that. And let's continue the momentum. Let's keep this train rolling and really go to even more homes and have more eyes see it. Share this on your timelines and let's get the Wednesday morning mug to places it's never been before. And I thank you. So let's get right to it this morning. The fastest growing laid back sports chat in the cyber community today. And we are laid back. I'm in my working out clothes because I want to talk about fitness today. I'm wearing a hat that somebody on Facebook made me because they know I was a big Red Sox fan, big B there. And I thank you to them for the hat. It's very comfy. All right, let's get to the National Football League. And just real quick before I start that, don't you hate it when you're on Facebook and you're scrolling down the timeline and it's on a Sunday and a team that you hate the most has like the most fans and they're wearing their shirts? Doris Leach in North Carolina is like posting Patriot stuff like crazy. Pam Howe in Connecticut's posting Patriot stuff. I'm just not into the Patriots. I'm a big Jet fan, but that's the great thing about being a fan. You can be proud of who you root for. And so with that, in my Howard Cosell voice, let's get to week 9 of the National Football League. All right, this Thursday, the Jets over the Bills. My Jets will rebound, and I think we're gonna finish 500. That's just I'm gonna take a sip on that. Just my feeling. Go ahead, take a sip of coffee whenever you're watching this. This is the fastest growing laid back sports chat in the cyber community today. We're laid back here. Alrighty. The Saints over the Bucks. November 12th. I think it's 12th or 10th. I will be in Tampa watching my New York Football Jets in Tampa Stadium, Raymond James Stadium, against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You will get all kinds of reports from there. All right. Saints over the Bucks, the Falcons over the Panthers, the Giants over the Rams, the Titans over the Ravens, the Jags over the Bengals, the Eagles over the Broncos. Broncos really suck this year. The Colts over the Texans, the Seahawks over the Redskins, the Cardinals over the 49ers, the Cowboys over the Chiefs, and the Ravens over the Dolphins. In college, Roll Tide, the Alabama Crimson Tide, 8-0 will roll over LSU. 7-1 Memphis from the American Conference. We'll win a week over Tulsa. You got Memphis, you got Navy, you got Houston, you got Central Florida, you got South Florida. The American Conference could essentially have 5 teams by the end of the year in the top 25. It's Power 6, not Power 5. I'm rooting for the American Conference to grow. All right. And South Carolina, the Gamecocks, in a stunner over Georgia this week. The Steam from the Charlie Harper mug says it. The Steam says Gamecocks over Bulldogs. Wow, I know. I had to look at the Steam twice. I could not believe it. Alrighty, Dilly, the World Series going into Game 7. How about that Game 5? One for the ages. Wow. Astros, Dodgers, Game 7 tonight. When you're watching this, it's probably going to be all over, but it hasn't started yet here. And I believe that it's going to go down to maybe even extra innings. These teams are matched evenly. Great World Series this year. Has not disappointed. The only disappointment is my Boston Red Sox weren't in there next year with Alex Cora as manager. A Dilly. So a Dilly to the World Series. Dilly. Matt Ryan and the Falcons. Dilly. He showed me against the Jets that they're not done yet, and maybe the Falcons will get that World Super Bowl this year. They're not a bad team. So Dilly to the Matt Ryan and the Falcons. Dilly to Notre Dame football. We could get into the college playoffs this year. The Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Brian, our only loss was a 1-point loss game against Georgia. Look out for the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. That's right. Touchdown Jesus is bringing you in. Look out. Brian Kelly has the team going, and Josh Adams, what a great runner. Notre Dame football. Dilly. Dilly. And who's going to follow Matt to the pit of misery? If you know the Budweiser commercial, you will get it. Following Matt to the pit of misery this week is the Denver Broncos coaching staff. I thought the Jets coaching staff was bad. I was watching that Monday night game. Holy cow, they're bad. Follow them. Follow Brad to the pit of misery. All right. So that's that. Let's talk fitness. I started my fitness journey. I was topping out at my weight at over 250 pounds. I was a rotund, out of shape man. I was in shape in my teens and 20s, but I let myself go, like a lot of people. And I knew, and my moment came when Mr. Universe Mike Katz was on my sports show, live TV in Connecticut, on my cable sports show, and he stopped looking at the camera, looked right at me, and we're in live television, thousands of people watching, and said, Herb, you're going to need to want it, really want to get back in shape. I can't tell you anything. It's got to come from the heart. You're going to need to want it. And that was my moment. I took that to heart. Mr. Universe was telling me. And I started a journey, and in that journey, I had lost my sister. She passed away, and my dad passed away. And fitness was a means to get me back in shape, but also deal with some stuff that was going on in my life. And so I went full bore into it, and I lost over 110 pounds. Then I started weightlifting again. I was a big weightlifting back in the day. That's right, you get the Peck Pop of Love. I saw Rusev in wrestling doing the Peck Pop of Love last night, and I said, I can do that too, Rusev. So there you go. Now I'm into weightlifting. I've called out Iron Man magazine 2019 when I'm 55. I want to be the cover boy of Iron Man magazine. And that's my goal, and that's what I'm working out too. And I'll probably have a few tattoos on my body by then. But you can do it. Don't let anybody say that you cannot do it. Fitness is personal. It's not a spectator sport unless you're in bodybuilding or weightlifting competitions, but it's personal. It's only for you. You set the goals, you set the bar, and you break them. Go for it. I'm rooting for you. Do not let people tell you you can't at any age. I'm 53 years old. Let me take a sip here. I'm 53 years old, and I plan on by age 55 be in the best shape a 55-year-old can be, and I'll be hanging and banging for that Iron Man magazine goal. So this is Iron Man Herb Bailey, along with the Charlie Harper mug full of steam, saying thank you for watching us. Have a great November. End of this month, the podcast will be on. Yes, the podcast will be on. My book will be coming out. All kinds of good stuff. You have a great week.